What is up, everyone? It is your boy Farai, and today we're going to be looking at a real classic part of audio, right? The audio filter. I mean, I could really just show you this and be done with it, right? But I think we got some interesting things here to go through. And yeah, but a few cool little plugins that I've been using recently. So yeah, let's get into it. If you want to hear the mix with all the master bus stuff on it, I'll just play that for you quickly. I just obviously can't go through the session because of the latency and whatnot. So give me 1 second and I'll just put them all on.
Life is what you make it, homie. I know I'ma make it, homie. That's why they been hating on me. I know I'ma make it, homie. I remember the day when no one had no faith in me. Nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these
Okay, so there you go. I know whenever I watch tutorials, like I really have to just listen to what the song sounds like and whatever. But yeah, this is not the best example today, but it does have voice on it, right? So most people are here for the voice stuff. So the first thing, obviously, we'll just talk a bit about filters in general, right? Low pass filter or high pass filter. You've got the low pass filter, and I mean, really, they're just there to help isolate elements, help get rid of certain elements or parts of an element, right? So if you've got rumble, if you've got too much high-end energy, you might want to remove. We've also got a notch filter, right? Which this is a notch, which is really just used to eliminate a certain frequency, right? So I forget what it's called, but you can see here. Band reject, right? That's the engineer's term for that. We can reject a certain part of the frequency spectrum. And the Fruity Parametric EQ2 is really nice. It's really clean, but sometimes we don't want a clean signal. So I'll kind of run through some more, dirtier options and more traditional options, within this project. So we'll use Benzo Benny's voice as an example here. Go support his channel if you do like his music, and yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing, obviously, is the Fruity Parametric EQ, which is cool, but I think it sounds exactly the same as the EQ2. It has the exact same options, right? But the interface is just not that great. So if you have been using FL since version kind of like 6 and whatever, you probably know this before this came out. So I think they just updated the interface, so that's why the second version came out. This is another cool option made by Enjoyyy, which is the Fruity Love filter, and generally I would use this for, and I'll show you right now, if somebody gives me a vocal that is it's kind of nasty sounding in a certain area, right? So you can use this band pass function right here and just kind of scoop through the frequency field. You can use this XY kind of mod or whatever it is called, and just kind of filter your vocal just to get it sounding quite cool. This is the kind of SoundCloud method to cleaning up a vocal, which I'll just play for you here.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me. Nothing to my name, just a few pills, the eighth on me. Now these labels calling me, now these bitches fond of me. Always knew how it ought to be, never thought it would come to me.
So yeah, that's really like a last resort for if you do have a vocal that you feel like is just like destroyed, but you love to take, you can kind of use that. There's all sorts of different things. Low pass, for example, and you could low pass it here. Here's the cutoff knob.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me. Nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling me, now these bitches fond of me.
So yeah, there you go, you can hear that. So yeah, now we got all the, I probably am forgetting one or two. I know there is the actual Fruity filter, but this is pretty much all the same. Besides this, and all these plugins, obviously. But yeah, the first one is the Filter Bank version 3. This is a boutique style kind of modeled plugin, and basically what it is it has analog emulation on it, and basically that just means it's kind of making it's kind of dirtying up your signal as you input it. And obviously Benzo's vocals were clipping when you recorded it, so you will hear the analog simulation happening on this plugin. So you could really use this for if you wanted a more dirty style, punk rock style, type song. So I'll just play it for you.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me. Nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling.
So if you do listen closely, I'll just AB again, you can kind of hear it does kind of add harmonics to the signal.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me. Nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me.
So there you can go, you can hear there with the resonance knob, you can get quite interesting results. So yeah, play around with this if you're looking for a kind of dirty second take or vocal layer, or you just want to clean up your track, so you can use this here.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me, nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling me, now these bitches fond of me. Always knew how it ought to be, never thought it would come to me. I remember the day.
So yeah, you can pretty much hear the weird odd harmonics that it has in there, so you can use that for dirting up. Let's go on. Cool, so this is almost like the parametric EQ2, but as you know, sometimes setting up a low pass high pass channel, you know, can be pretty, you know, just time consuming. So I generally use this just like, if okay cool, I need to low pass the signal, I need to high pass the signal, right? You can choose your octave slope, and the higher the octave, the steeper the slope gets, right? If I'm saying that correctly. So that is like a 12, that is like a 48, you know, there you go. And yeah, this sounds really clean. This has no sound to it, but it gets the job done, and that's why I like this. It is in 64-bit, and yeah, this is just a time saver. That's why I use this, and I'll just quickly run through it quickly.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me, now these bitches fond of me. Always do. When no one had no faith in me, nothing to my name, just a few.
See, I actually remember once using this as a telephone effect. It does work as a telephone effect. You know, quick and easy stuff. There you go. The next thing is the DJ filter, which is emulated by, I forget the name. I think it is something like the DJM 800 or something like that. But it is a famous house low pass and high pass filter, and I actually added it to the beat so you can hear what it sounds like. Honestly, one of the coolest. I'm sure if you've ever been to like a house gig, you would have heard this filter somehow. But for hip-hop, it sounds amazing. It has that mic wall effect, and you can just hear that quickly.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me, nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling me, now these bitches fond of me. Always knew how it ought to be, never thought it would come to me. I remember the day when no one had no faith in me, nothing.
So yeah, that is pretty cool. I really like it as the classic sound. Can't go wrong with that. You could use that on your voice as an effect. You could automate it going up and down, sweep effects, all sorts of cool things. And yeah, pretty much the next one, I don't know, I just wanted to show you how cool the picture was. I don't know how it works. Nothing really responds, so we'll leave that out. Trippy, I just clicked on it twice. The next thing is the Enjoyy's filter, which I remember watching a Deadmau5 live stream, and he said that this is probably one of the best EQs out. From reading on their website, which you can visit here, this is pretty much used on, you know, actual scientific, you know, research and whatnot, you know, cutting certain frequencies, harmonic generators, and all sorts of stuff like that. Very trustworthy. It is an old plugin, so, sorry, what I wanted to say, it's an old plugin, but it has absolutely no glitches to it, right? Besides the fact that it does kind of have a bit of noise as you turn the signal. But, I mean, as you can see, this is like such a clean plugin. I'll just play it for you here.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me, nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling me, now these bitches fond of me. Always knew how it ought to be, never thought it. I remember the day when no one had no faith in me, nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling me, now these bitches fond of me. Always knew how it ought to be, never thought it would come to me. I remember the day when.
So yeah, the reason why I like this, and I'm glad I found this, so I'm pretty happy I made this video, is the fact that you have so many different methods, shapes. I mean, in this one you do have as well. You can kind of go to type. You do have a couple of options, but the fact that, you know, these are all official. You know, I'm still yet to learn all of these different types of EQ theories, I guess, is what they would be grouped under. But you just got all sorts of cool things. You got your general dip, right? Unfortunately, you don't have many bands, so that's where FL wins, right? You have 6-7 bands, 100 band, 20 band, whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can do all sorts of cool stuff. You've got about 72 decibels of headroom, so 24 up, 48 down. I hope my math is correct. And you just got all sorts of cool things, and you can see how things change. Probably the best VST in this little test pile today. I would definitely recommend it. Cool. And the next one is pretty much a, oh man, I wanted to keep that a secret. But yeah, this just has your obviously a normal filter, clean filter, but you know, it has a Foreman filter, which I'll just play for you if you've never heard one.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me. Nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling me.
Cool little like telephone effect style thing going on there. And the coolest thing about this plugin is the telephone filter, right, which I'll just play for you. And it's really cool. I mean, you know, some people spend minutes and minutes trying to recreate a telephone effect, but boom, you click on this HY filter and you have one. I'll just play it for you.
I remember the day when no one had no faith in me. Nothing to my name, just a few pills and an eighth on me. Now these labels calling me. Now these bitches fond of
Cool.
me. Always
Turn that off. But yeah, really cool little telephone effect. You could add reverb and chorus delay, and you could use that as an ad-lib track. Yeah, pretty cool little plugins that I'm finding. You can find all of these on VST for free. I will leave the links in the description. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, and yeah, recommend any videos you'd like to see. Have a good one. Peace out.